Hi everybody, how are you today? This is Landy Lee here. Today I want to share my true feeling about moving back from Galveston, Mexico to suburb of Houston, Texas. So if you already know our family, me, my husband, and our little son Louis moved to Galveston, Mexico in February 2021. After living there for nearly 2 years, we even bought a house in Galveston. It's called Zakia neighborhood. And so we moved back to Houston for our business, for our top needs. We want to do something here because we are in the real estate business. So we decided to move back after finding this little farm. It took our heart. It's so beautiful, small acreage. I don't need a huge farm. And so we flipped this house. This house is nearly done. From our last video, we showed the before and after. If you missed that, please go there to check it out. Yeah, it's getting there. We fixed a lot of parts, but also that brought me a lot of stress. Yes, it's not easy. Move from one country back to another country and start flipping a house. And we have a little boy. We found him a daycare. During flipping this house, we stayed in different hotel, Airbnbs, a lot of moving, packing, unpacking, kid stuffs. And then we need to establish ourselves here, flipping this one. The process went longer than we thought. We thought it can be done about 1 month or maximum 2 months, but it's lasted to nearly 3 months. And it's still not finally finished yet because one part of the house still need to get the foundation fixed from another company. So we're still waiting for them to come here next week. So after foundation fixing, there might be some other cracks or something on the wall happen. So it might need extra fixing. So that's a lot of stress for me for the moment. But we're getting there, especially after moving everything, unpack everything to this house. Good, we had all our stuffs in one of the garage in our rental, so we don't have to buy all the stuffs. Except, of course, we're gonna buy a TV and itty bitty stuffs like some rugs, some other things I need to add on. So that's also extra money we're gonna spend. But the true feeling for the moment, besides the moving stress, fixing the house stress, includes selling our house in Zakia, Galveston, Mexico. It's also kind of stressful as the market there is very different from the market here. I know the market here now is getting a little bit slower since the interest rate goes up. People try to slow down a little bit to look at the market. But Mexico, it's slow. Especially the winter time. I know winter time everywhere, Christmas, New Year, it's always slow. Now it's getting warm up. Our realtor, Liz, Romy, they're helping us to selling that house. We got some interest in that house, but it's also something bother my mind. We really want to sell this. If we couldn't sell this by this summer, we give ourselves a timeline. We may just rent it or keep it as a short-term rental. Like our last 2 months, we leased it to one lovely couple. They are also YouTuber, Gina and Mark. Their YouTube channel called Gringos Are Us. They're nearly hitting 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't watching their channel, please go to check it out because their plan is to travel around Mexico for the later 4 years. So there's a lot of great content to share with you guys if you move to Mexico. So we leased to them and they took care of our house for 2 months. So we were also got some other people interested in rent our house in Zakia. It's a beautiful house. And every time I look back to the pictures and the videos, yeah, we took a video of we bought a house. If you haven't watched that video, I put it here. Okay, so yeah, I looked back at that video and I found I don't want to sell that house. house. I love that house. It took us a very long time to find this house because it's so unique. It has a beautiful view of a plain field. It's like a farm field in the back. So it won't be developed very soon because it's owned by some other local people. And that house has 2 stories, has one of the biggest backyards. And we loved it. And so every time I look at the video, I'm struggling, should I sell it? Or maybe just keep it as a rental. We got some people interested. They email us. They want to rent our house because it's ready to go. We got everything furnished and it got a wash dryer, even a dishwasher. Yeah, I put it there. So the thing is, should we do that? Keep it a short-term rental. So every time if we go back to Galveston, we want to stay, we have a place. It's our home. And if we want to sell this in years, so it got a little bit more appreciation, of course, you're still going to pay some tax. Because I checked the tax law. If you keep it as a business rental, you cannot enjoy the homeowner exemption. Homeowner exemption is about 3 years, owning a home, you're a resident, and you keep it as a homestead. But once we lease it, short-term lease or Airbnb, so now we got some challenge with that, but it's okay. So that's something also occupy my mind. What should we do? So another stress besides moving back forward, fixing the house, selling our house in Galveston, and also about the life here. You know, after getting used to the life in Mexico, sure, it's slower, it has less bills, everything, and here, of course, we should know that. Yes, it's nothing surprising. The bills is higher. Every day we got more letters. It's just anytime you set up a new life in somewhere in the US, that's a lot of things to take care of. All the bills, all the paperwork. Of course, all the bills price. I haven't got the final bills yet since we just moved in. Sure, it will go higher for sure. Just for internet, we pay about $100 a month. And since we moved back, just from the T-Mobile bill, it's cost me $85 a month. And of course, I bought ourselves all the insurance. For 3 of us, I pay $750 a month. Plus our life insurance, somehow it got up over $92 a month or $99. I need to check that out. It's supposed to be $75 or $80. So it's just a lot of things going on. Of course, our monthly spending will go higher. But the whole purpose is we still could live the life here as we have our income from our passive income. We have our rentals here, and we try to focus on our real estate business here. But somehow, I just feel I miss Mexico. I think that's from recently I've been looking at the video. We bought a house, our house in Zakia, and I try to make all the videos of our life there. I'm making a video called The Mexico in Louis' Eyes. So I put our son, all the video includes him. He ran around, he played, we traveled in different places. So I'm editing a video about that. I think it's very meaningful to memorize his life there when he's this young. You know, the other day, he said, I want to go home. Because I'm sharing the video with him, and he said, Mama, I want to go home. And I said, no, here is home. He said, no, this is not my home. He said, Mexico, the house, that's my home. I know kids doesn't know, he's very young, and he been travel around with us. But the house in Mexico is the place he stayed for the longest time since he has memory. I think he got a good memory now. He remembers everything. Yeah, he remembered the swimming pool or his toys there, his bed there, and he said it's beautiful, and he said it's pretty. And I said, what about this farmhouse? He said, no, it's broken. It's broken. You sure this house needs some work? And I said, yeah, but we fixed it. The workers fixed it. And I said, this is big. And he said, it's too big. And I said, we have a big yard, you can run around. We have swing, we have slides. He said, it's too big. I don't know, it's just a kid's thing. Maybe for his size, he's only nearly 3-year-old. Maybe for him, it's too much. And especially here on our land, after raining, sure, there's some muddy parts. Every time he needs to put on the rain boots. And in that Kia neighborhood, he just run everywhere. So maybe that's why, it takes time for the kids to digest, to accept the concept. This is the home now. Since we've been moving around, staying Airbnb here, there, he always said, this apartment is our home. I said, no, this is not our home. It's someone else's home. Maybe that's why he thinks here is another rental. It's not his home. Even he know we put his bed here, we bought a new bed, new table for him, everything. So this also makes me feel a little bit sad. Somehow I also miss my life, my home in Querétaro. So here's another thing. We plan to go back in May anyway because we need to renew my and my son's residence card. So we plan to go back to stay for maybe 1 month or more for the summertime after Querétaro taking care of the residence card. So we plan to choose some spot, maybe a beach town, maybe somewhere. We haven't done our final decision yet. We gotta go back for vacation. Okay, for the summer, maybe there's some beach. So yeah, that's the plan right now. And last night I was looking at the Puerto Vallarta or the Airbnb stay, things to do, just kind of miss the life there. We've been also looking at Huatulco. That's just so many options out there. So that's the plan. And yeah, there's a lot of things going on. I think the thing is once you leave someplace, you start to miss it. Like after leaving Mexico, the first several months, I don't really miss it. But now, more and more, I feel I miss it. Yes, we bought a farm. Yes, we have a little land. But the thing is, the Zakia neighborhood is beautiful. And I don't have to take care of one of those things. Here, this is your own property. In the winter time, everybody is taking care of the leaves, the branches, the limbs. I feel too much work. I've been working on our land for the last 2-3 weeks, constantly picking up the branches. We're burning the leaves. I went back to the creek, clean up over there. I just cannot stand the mess. The older lady lived here before. She's too old to take care of everything. So I went there to clean up. Now it's very nice there. And I also feel the winter here is so cold. We always feel in Houston, the winter is warm. Maybe there is a cold front came, it's get cold for a few days. But this time, maybe we're in the countryside. Maybe that's why. Yeah, that's another thing my son also talked about. It's too dark here. It's too dark, Mama. And we're in Zakia neighborhood before we live in the central. So everything's bright, a lot of lights. Here, countryside, dark. So I'm going to buy more the solo lights, hang around. So at least for the night, we got some bright lights. Countryside is just dark. That's the time you enjoy the stars. But that's in the kids' feeling. So that's something I also need to take care of. It's pretty dark here at night. And it's cold, as I just talked about. This winter, I feel it's so cold here. It's so wet, so raining. And I walked out in the evening, in the morning, it's just super, super, super cold. Sure, it's countryside, it's cold. If you live in the Houston or downtown area, it's warmer for sure. So that's another feeling I got. And that's how I miss the winter in Querétaro. It's so warm. Yeah, it's cold in the morning, at night, you put on the heater. But during the day, it's warm up, super warm, like somewhere 75, somewhere there. And it's warm, and here just feel very cold. So that's somehow, I have a lot of things to take care of and made my New Year plan, what's our business supposed to be, all the strategies, everything. It's also overwhelmed myself a bit. So we were thinking about maybe we should move back to Mexico to travel a little bit more. Yeah, that's just some thoughts came out. So we're still discussing it. Maybe we just keep this house here as another Airbnb for people who want to enjoy the countryside little farm life. And because here we're very close to a beautiful lake. Yeah, maybe that can be some plan. So that's how it is. That's life. You know, lots of changes. You make some plan, follow your feeling. So that's how it is. But I think our long-term goal, of course, it's about building up, make it bigger of our portfolio, everything. But now our son is very young. He's not in the school year yet. So once he settled in the elementary school, of course, we're gonna travel less. Now he's only 3, he has another 2 years to go. Probably we could travel around a little bit more, right? We have more freedom, we're still young, we wanna see more things. Yeah, if we wanna do more real estate, we can always do later. We have more time to go. So we have to, the thing is, we have too many choices, you know, we have the freedom to do many things. So that's how also struggle us. Just like people are struggling with money and you have money, you're struggling with, what should I do with my money? So everyone just has, that's our brain, how the brain works, right? You keep looking for troubles, looking for problems, try to solve issues. So yeah, it's something, so we need to adjust and need to think. So that's how my true feeling is today. I share with our channel friends. So if you like, if you followed us, we appreciate your support. If you don't follow us, if you still want to follow us, please subscribe us. And so what do you think? If you were me, what do you plan? You know, it's always the New Year thing, lots of plans. So let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.